What's up, family? Man, out here in nature again. Let me take care of some administrative stuff real quick before we jump into the heart of the matter today. Family, if you like the content and the videos, man, don't be afraid to hit that like button. You know what I mean? If you don't like it, if it ain't resonating with you, man, don't be afraid to hit the dislike button. You know what I mean? And definitely don't be afraid to hit the subscribe. You know, it ain't gonna hurt you. It ain't gonna cost you anything. You know what I mean? That being said, family, I want to have a heart to heart. I want to have a real heart to heart. I get asked a lot about discernment, you know what I mean? And I get asked a lot about relationships and different things of that nature. Tell you a story real quick. After my late wife passed away, I jumped into a relationship that, man, I knew I shouldn't have got in. You know, God told me not to do it, but being hard-headed, being a man, you know what I mean? I did it, you know what I mean? I did it. I thought I knew best. I thought I could help her. I thought she could bring something to the table. It is what it is, you know what I mean? I didn't want to be alone. Stay with me. I didn't want to be alone was the overriding factor of why I jumped in that relationship. Long story short, it was so toxic. It was so bad. I'm pleading, begging God to get this crazy, psychotic, narcissistic woman out my life. You know what I mean? Man, I want out. You know what I mean? It's funny now that I sit back and, you know, I reflect on it and I'm able to think about it. And now that I've healed and grown from it, I'm able to laugh about it. I'm able to talk about it. You know what I mean? But man, when I was going through it, and the crazy thing is, I got into the relationship. God told me not to do it. But I did it anyways. I did it anyways. And if the truth be told, family, there's a lot of people, a lot of us, I would dare say probably the great majority of us, if not all of us, that have gotten into relationships with people that look good, talk good. Man, a month in, a couple weeks in, after you get to know the person, it's like, what the hell? You know what I mean? It is what it is, you know what I mean? But going into the relationship, man, you thought it was good. You know what I mean? Going into the relationship, man, you thought everything was gravy. You know what I mean? After you got to know the person and you got to see the real them. And sometimes it takes months for them to get real comfortable and let their hair down and allow the real them come out. You know, people are great at wearing masks. People are great at putting on costumes and faking a funk. You know what I mean? Stay with me. We're going somewhere and it's going to get heavy. But the trip is, you go into it all excited. You know what I mean? You go into it all gung-ho. Man, this is it, man. I'm settling down. Woo-doo-woo-doo. You get into it and it's like, man, bah, you know what I mean? I'm drinking, doing all kinds of stupid stuff, man. Why? Because I'm frustrated, I'm stressed out, man. My alignment ain't there, you know what I mean? Man, I got all kind of issues now, you know what I mean? And it is what it is. But it's a growing process, you know what I mean? I had to learn some things. And the crazy thing is, you know what? So many of us are quick to judge people. You know, we're so quick to judge people and condemn people and put people on blast and say people ain't this and people ain't that. You know what I mean? Stay with me. One of the comments, and family, I have a job. I work at FedEx. Just got promoted to manager, to an ops manager. I don't have a whole lot of time to comment on all the comments. I'll scroll through and I'll try to read some of them, and some of them that resonate with me, I feel led to respond to, I will. But other than that, I won't, you know what I mean? Because I just don't have time. You know, I'm working, I'm counseling and mentoring people too. So it's like I have my time, energy, it's spread thin, you know what I mean? And so, but one of the comments was somebody had said something about, talk about Bill Gates. And when I saw that comment, I was like, that fits exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? We're so quick to judge people. We're so quick to to demonize people. You know what I mean? And it's weird, family, because if the truth be told, every single one of us that's ended a relationship, that's walked away from a relationship, have people that's going to have something negative to say about us. There's not one of us that's walking this planet that somebody don't have something negative to say about you. You know what I mean? And if the truth be told, there's a lot of us that have a lot of people hating on us, you know, for whatever reason. And so talk about Bill Gates. Last time I checked, Bill Gates, there's a lot of people right now with what's going on in the world as far as shots and all that other stuff, you know what I mean? That have an opinion, a negative opinion on Bill Gates. You know what I mean? There's so many people caught up into all the hoopla about how bad of a person Bill Gates is, how much of a demon he is, all this other crazy stuff, right? And it is what it is. I don't know the man personally. I've never had a conversation with him. All right? Stay with me. I'm going somewhere. But the trip is, family, last time I looked at Microsoft, I used to invest in Microsoft, but the last time I looked at Microsoft had over 160,000 employees. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. Again, Microsoft, the company that Bill Gates was in charge of, that he founded and created, whatever, had over 160 something thousand employees. And the trip is, when you stop and you think about that, regardless of your opinion of Bill Gates now, you will find so many people that have prayed, that are so grateful that Bill Gates is the person he is. There's so many people that have a different opinion of you. Your opinion of Bill Gates may be negative. Other people's opinion of Bill Gates is, man, thank you, God, that he created this company. Because he created this company, look at what I've been able to do with my life. Because he created this company and I work here, look at how I've been able to benefit my kids. Look at how my life has grown. Look at how my life has been able to make an impact on the world in a positive way. You know what I mean? Because of the job I have, because of the money I make. Look at how much I'm able to give back to those less fortunate than I am. Look at how much I'm able to sow into other companies, small entrepreneurs. Look at how I'm able to take my money and give to the homeless. Look at how I'm able to take my money and feed the hungry. You know what I mean? All these people, all these things I'm able to do because of my job that Bill Gates created, that he's ultimately responsible for. So while some of you may want to demonize him, others are going to put him up on the pedestal. Man, look at all the lives that have been positively affected and impacted because of the job that he created for me. Man, because he created these jobs, man, and I got hired on here, I've been able to pay my house payment. I've been able to put my kids through college. I've been able to pay for my daughter's wedding, my son's wedding. I've been able to do all these great things. And so you're always going to have those that have something negative to say. And you're always going to have those that have something positive to say. Stay with me. Because it's not just 160,000 people, lives that Bill Gates impacted. When you stop and think about all the office spaces that they have all over the world, when you stop and think about all of the small businesses or other businesses that have contracts with Microsoft, that go in and clean up the buildings, that supply them food, that supply them paper, that supply them whatever it is that they need for their businesses to thrive. When you think about all these other companies, all these other positions, all these other people's lives that have been positively impacted and affected because Microsoft was put into play and because Bill Gates did what he did. So you have all these contractors that don't even, quote unquote, aren't necessary employees of Microsoft, but because Microsoft exists, they have a job. And so when you look at it from that global perspective, man, you're talking way more than 100,000 people, because you already got 160,000 people that directly work for Microsoft. That's not even counting all the small contractors and other people that sell Microsoft stuff. And so I'm bringing that up because we're quick to demonize people. We're quick to say, oh, this person is a bad person. Woo. Man, people can say the same thing about you. Your ex can say the same thing about you. Do you have the same amount of people that can say positive stuff about you? Do you have the same type of people that have that positive energy, that see the positive side of what you do with your life? You know what I mean? So you have all these conspiracy theorists, all these people that have something negative to say about Bill Gates. But on the flip side, look at all the lives he's touched, impacted. Look at how he's benefited humanity. When you look at your life, when people speak on your life, can they say that you've impacted humanity in the way that Bill Gates have? Can they say that you were a positive influence in their life like they can say Bill Gates was? Can they say that their life has gotten so much better because you lived and because you did what you were supposed to do? So many of us get caught up into judging people on what we see naturally. We sit back and we look at that young lady and I'm like, oh God, man, what I could do with that, you know what I mean? Or you look at a young man or whatever you're interested in, you know what I mean? You look at somebody like, man, they fine, you know what I mean? That's a fine being right there, man. They look good, you know what I mean? Man, they got a nice package. And we don't even contemplate, we don't even understand where their spiritual level is at. We don't even understand where their mental capacity is at, where their emotional state is at. I've met so many people that look good, look like they had it all together on the outside. But man, their elevator didn't go to the top floor. And what I mean by that, man, they didn't have it all up here. They didn't have it all up here. And so we have to learn to stop judging people based on our eyesight and based on the negativity and stupid stuff that other people spewing about them. We have to learn to discern. And when I say discern, I'm talking about, can I see your spirit? Can I see your soul? Can I see your energy? Because your energy don't lie, regardless of what you say, regardless of how you look. If I learn to discern your spirit, if I learn to discern your energy, that's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. I have an ability to feel people's energy. I can feel your energy no matter how far you are from me. If I put my mind to it, I can feel and I'm talking to you or whatever, I can feel your energy. I can feel whether you're high or feel whether you're low in a dark, sunken place. I feel people's energy. I know something's wrong. You don't even have to say anything. I feel something's wrong. And a lot of times I could go in and figure out what it is. Stay with me. There are other beings that have the ability to see people's energy. They see your aura. Whether it's green, violet, indigo, purple, blue, yellow, red, orange. They see your energy. Regardless of what you say, regardless of your makeup, regardless of how you look, your energy don't lie. There's other people that have the ability to hear energy. And I want to bless you guys with one of those souls. This is a lady that I met on one of the Facebook groups that I'm in. And she blessed my soul one day. And I want to share this with you guys because, man, it was so profound to me. So mind-boggling to me. You know what I mean? And I'll sit back and I'll listen to it over and over and over. To me, she has an angelic voice. An angelic voice. She was talking to me one day over the phone. We were doing like a video chat thing. She was doing a live, and she was talking to me about some stuff. And she was talking about energy and how she hears energy. And she went on to explain what she was talking about. And I want to play just that, just like a minute excerpt of that.
Is a sound. So I might say, oh, that person is like, or I might be like, oh, but that one over there is like, you know? And there are some people, their energy flows in a way that it translates into my mind like a song. Does that make any sense at all? So it'd be like if I were, like I'm reading for Elijah here, so if I were to feel out Elijah's energy, it comes in like, let me see. Somewhere right around here. And if I listen really closely, I might hear it do things like, and that's what I hear when I think of Elijah.
Family, discernment and judgment are not the same thing. Well, we've been talking about that for the last few days because so many of us are so judgmental. We're so judgmental. Just because somebody don't think the way we think, just because somebody don't dress the way we dress, just because somebody don't act the way we act, just because somebody doesn't have what we have. You know what I mean? We're so judgmental. And we have to understand why we're so judgmental. We have to let that go, family. We have to let that go. My hope and prayer is that you move into discernment and that you understand that your energy don't lie. The red-tailed hawk is in agreement. Your energy does not lie. And whether you say anything or not, to those of us that can feel energy, to those of us that can see energy, to those of us that can hear energy, we see you. We see you. We hear you. And we feel you. And you haven't said anything. You don't have to say anything because your energy says everything. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.